So she's essentially the being that is responsible for what beings come through her, you know, to get to this planet. So also, Baba taught us that originally we knew the science of sex, or the science of procreation, as opposed to now, which is just the art of sex. So these orders had to come together at a specific point, you follow? Or these beings, when we talking about male and female, they had to come together at a specific point. And they had to come together using the science of it, right? Because we know that by way of us procreating at a specific time or conceiving at a specific time, the being that would be born would come out at a specific time, or be born on the earth at a specific time. So then we could dictate, like, okay, they need to have these attributes. They need to be able to have this type of personality, this mentality, this spirit, as we say, because we know nefesh, or spirit, also would translate, be closely related to a person's personality, right? So these beings knew that if me, myself, I'm a Scorpio, I would have to mate with somebody that is also a Scorpio, and then we would, at a specific point in time, procreate to produce another Scorpio. And then our jobs or our duties would be in line, you follow? We would be responsible for some of the same things within our culture, within our tribe. But we also knew that there were grand times, you follow, that's beyond just the scope of 365 days in a year, that there were grander cycles in terms of 24,000 year cycles, in terms of 12,000 year cycles, in terms of processions, where these specific alignments would take place. And then a being being born at these specific alignments would be special on the planet for the whole world, not just our specific society, quote unquote, you see? And this is where we'll come with these, you know, these are where these notions or ideas of like Jesus, for example, you see? Specific beings coming at specific points in time when these alignments take place.
Archaeologists trace fossils back to thousands of years, back to the feminized gene called mitochondrial DNA. The gene proven to be transferred from mother to daughter, never from the father to the correct child.
So again, the gene is transferred from mother to daughter, never from father to the child. And when we look, I'm glad we got it working now. When we look, here we can see a diagram of how a cell actually looks, right? You have the nucleus, the chromatin, the free ribosome. It's a lot going on, right? It's a lot going on. So when we look at, I don't have the pointer, but when we look at this area right here, so I could. So when we look at this area right here, it's a specific area where the mitochondria is housed. So there's another part that makes it a little bit more clearer. We have a diagram showing how the mitochondrial DNA is transferred. You see? So nuclear DNA, which is separate from mitochondrial DNA, is inherited from all ancestors. I can show you the truth in all of it. And all of it comes from our ancient spiritual science. The real deal is Wu Sabat. The real deal is Wu Nwap. The real deal is our culture. You follow?
Sure.
With Baba Yanun, the master teacher, showing us how to perfect our being. Cleanse ourselves inside out and outside inward. That's a big part of it. Turn yourself inside out and outside in. What does that mean? Turn yourself inside out. What does that mean? So and we see that it's not something that's a little like you're gonna turn your body inside out so that your lungs is outside on your chest. We can see your heart beating. No, it's not that. It's you're more led by your intentions as opposed to your physical leading. You follow? It's that what you intend to do. If you intend to do the right thing, as the Bible says, if you intend to do the right thing, as in work by spirit or work by soul and not by body. Mm-hmm. So that means the inner being is literally making its way outward, right? Because if the inner being is controlling what the physical being does, isn't that inside out as opposed to outside in?